Hi viewers, welcome to our lesson number 17 in our series of lectures on genetic resources and conservation. In the previous lectures, we started the topic of biodiversity. We talked about the types of biodiversity and how we can measure the biodiversity, and we also see what the gene pool is. Now we are talking about the genetic diversity. So the genetic diversity is actually the variations in a genetic composition among the individuals of a population. So this genetic diversity is basically the variations in the individuals of a species or individuals of a population. So the genetic diversity, we can also say that this is the variation, or this is a total number of genetic characteristics in a genetic makeup of a species. So if the gene pool is larger, it means that that population has more genetic diversity. And if the gene pool is smaller, it means that the population has less genetic diversity. So these genetic variations that happens in the genetic material of the individuals, how these genetic variations, or what are the causes of these genetic variations. These genetic variations are caused mainly by the mutations, and these mutations happens with over time due to the evolution or because of the natural selection. These genetic variations make the individuals more adaptable to their environment, and these changes are very important for the survival of the individuals of a species. So if these genetic variations they just stop happening, or new genetic variations are not happened or do not cause, then it means that the species will not be able to become more adaptable to the changing environment. So these genetic variations are very important for the survival and adaptation of the species. And these genetic variations are caused by the mutations. Mutations can be gene mutations or the chromosomal mutations. So gene mutations are the small changes that happen at the DNA level or at the nucleotide sequence, while the chromosomal mutations, these are the substantial alterations in the genetic material of an organism, or these can be the structural changes in the chromosome, or this can be the change in number of chromosomes that are present in every species, because every species has a specific number of chromosomes, and if the number of chromosome changes, then this can lead to the severe diseases. So if we see the gene mutations can be divided further into two types: point mutations and the frame shift mutations, while the chromosomal mutations, they can be divided into deletions, duplications, insertions, inversions, or translocations. First of all, we will see the gene mutations. The gene mutations, on very broader perspective, these can be insertion, deletion, or substitution. As the name indicates, insertion means that addition of a single or few nucleotides. Like here you can see in this picture, the T is added between the A and G, and the T is an insertion mutation, because this is a change of only one nucleotide. So we can also say it as single nucleotide mutation, or we can also say it a point mutation. And then is the deletion. As the name indicates, it means that a nucleotide or a few nucleotides in the DNA sequence are removed, while the substitution means that a single or few nucleotides in the DNA sequence, they are replaced by some other nucleotides. Like here in this picture you can say CA is replaced by the C. So this is a substitution mutation, and these mutations, they can lead to the point mutations as well, and the point mutations are silent mutations, missense mutations, or nonsense mutations. Insertion or deletion mutations can also cause frame shift mutations. We will be talking about the point mutations and frame shift mutation in the next slides. So the point mutations, these can be silent mutations. Silent mutations are those mutations that do not affect the cell. It means that they do not affect the protein of that is being encoded by that DNA sequence. Because if you remember the central dogma, where first of all the transcription happens, in which the mRNA is made from the DNA sequence, and then translation occurs in which the protein is made from that mRNA sequence. So if a change occur in the DNA sequence, so that it means it can affect the protein sequence as well. And proteins are the molecules that actually play different roles in the body, or they perform different functions. So if the mutations, they do not affect the cell's metabolism, or they do not cause the change in the mRNA sequence. So then these are called the silent mutations. So if these mutations they encode for the different amino acid in the protein, so if they change the protein sequence, then these are called the missense mutation. And if these point mutations or if these changes in the DNA sequence, they make a truncated protein, or they just encode the premature stop codon in the mRNA sequence, or make the short non-functional proteins, then this is called a nonsense mutation. The frame shift mutation is when deletion or insertion of a nucleotide happens, then it can change the mRNA sequence or the codon of the mRNA, and the change in the codon of the mRNA, this can lead toward a different amino acid sequence, or the total sequence of the protein can be changed. So it depends on where the frame shift mutation in the DNA sequence or in the gene sequence occurs. If it's on the start of the gene, then it will lead towards a totally new protein, and if the frame shift mutation it happens at the end of the gene, so it will change only the sequence of few amino acids. So it depends on where the frame shift mutation happen in the DNA sequence. So this will result in a different protein, and this protein can be either functional, or this protein can be either non-functional, or this can even perform some new function which can be good for the body, or which can be bad for the body. So this was the frame shift mutation. Now we will be talking about the chromosomal mutations. The chromosomal mutations are basically these can be the changes in the number of chromosomes, or the structural changes in the chromosome. These are the substantial mutations. This is not a single nucleotide mutation. This is actually the change in a specific region. You can say like hundreds of nucleotides could be changed. So these chromosomal mutations can be deletions in which some larger part of the chromosome is deleted, and this is removed, and this can lead toward the loss of one gene or even several genes at a time. And then is the inversion. Inversion is the reversing the orientation of the chromosomal segment. So the chromosomal segment is reversed. And then is insertion, which means the addition of the chromosomal region in one chromosome due to a non-homologous chromosome. Then is translocation. Translocation is the interchange of genetic material between non-homologous chromosomes. Like you can see here, it's a chromosome number 4 and it's a chromosome number 20. So if they change their part, so this is a translocation. This is a exchange or interchange of genetic material between non-homologous chromosomes. Then we will be talking about duplication, which is also chromosomal mutation. In the duplication leads towards the multiple copies of a chromosomal region, and this can also leads to the different copies of so this can also leads towards the copies of a single gene. And there are several reasons of the genetic gene duplications, or we can say the duplications in the chromosomal material. The gene duplications can be caused by the unequal crossing over that happens during the meiosis, and the mistake in the DNA replication or DNA repair mechanism. This can also lead to the gene duplication. And then is retrotransposition. In the retrotransposition, a segment of the DNA, it encodes for the mRNA, and then this mRNA again make the cDNA and is inserted back into the genome at some other location. So this is retrotransposition that also make the gene the new copy of a same gene in the genome. And then is whole genome duplication. Sometimes the whole genome is duplicated, and all the genes that are present in that genetic material, they are duplicated, and they make the two copies in a one cell. So this was all about the chromosomal mutations, and these are the changes that cause that leads to the genetic diversity. And the genetic diversity is further making the individuals more adaptable and make their survival better. So for my please keep watching my more videos, and for watching my videos, please subscribe to my channel, that is MH Biology. Up till then, goodbye.